Welcome back, guys. This is the King of Weebs here, and this is a remake What If again. It is a recent What If though. It's not one of the OG ones. I will make a lot of OG remakes, but it will be after I finish a few other series. Is that this series was meant to be continued today. I felt like making it, but once I listened to the other parts, I realized that I really ruined the What If. Here, some things will be changed. Tsuki will be changed completely as a character. She will not be an Uchiha, but she will be a Hyuga. This time, Tsuki will be the twin sister of Hinata. Yes, you heard me right. Yes, Hinata. I hope you all will not mind that. And it's something that I've been thinking of. I've always wanted to make Tsuki a Hyuga after you guys said that she's getting boring, overused. So she is not a prodigy. Here, Hinata takes the genes of a prodigy, and Tsuki takes the genes that Hinata took in the original. You know, it's not really genes; it's just how they are made. And here, Tsuki will be struggling in everything. Chakra control, well, maybe not chakra control, but it will be a lot similar to the relationship Hinata and Hanabi had in the middle of Shippuden. In the middle of the series, where Hinata is shown to be weaker than Hanabi, and then after Hinata gets motivated to become stronger by Naruto, she becomes way stronger than Hanabi, and Hanabi is pretty much irrelevant afterwards until Boruto. Anywho, we'll start the What If. Naruto is born. Well, before this happens, is that I'm gonna say that Minato and Kushina are actually a bit older here, and they actually have a kid before 5 years before Naruto's born. Actually, they are 5 years older, but it is what it is. Nothing really will change because I don't think there was a pretty big gap between the third and the second Great Ninja War, and I hope you don't mind it if I'm getting the facts wrong. Sorry guys. I'm not gonna say plot armor, it's just my own mistake, and is what it is. I haven't really made too much research because of something that happened recently. I really don't want to talk about it in this video. I mean, god damn it, I was gonna make a Q&A video too. Anyway, whatever, I cannot now because of my stupidity and my recklessness. Yeah, sorry guys, it's all my fault. Anywho, if you guys want to know a bit more about it, you can go to the community posts and maybe I'll make a video about it. Anywho, Naruto is born as usual, and just saying here, Minato is actually the Uchiha. He actually has the Uchiha genes, just that he's never been able to awaken his Sharingan, only because he's actually never been put under a serious situation, for example a near-death situation, or he's never really lost anyone too precious of him. He was always born as he was a bit like Naruto. He never really knew his parents because his parents were actually forced to marry other people. Well, not his father. His father was a Namikaze, but his mother was actually forced to get married to another Uchiha. Unfortunately, this happens a lot in this world, and I do not condone it. I hate it. In fact, I'm not gonna say too much about myself, but it pisses me off. Arranged marriages shouldn't happen. Well, forced marriages shouldn't happen. It just pisses me off. Anywho, yeah. So his parents actually got murdered by the Uchiha clan, and the Namikaze clan was actually really happy to have Minato's mother in their family, in their clan, but the Uchiha clan was not happy with Minato's father or Minato's mother, so in the end they got executed, not in front of anyone. They actually got killed in secret. Of course, Minato was born and left with his grandmother, and his grandmother never really told him what the Uchiha did, but it is what it is. Even if he actually found out once through research about his parents, but he didn't really care at this point. He's never hated the Uchiha. It's just how his mother's parents were, and back then arranged marriages or forced marriages weren't that uncommon, but Minato promised himself not to hate them, and it was just how culture worked back in the days. Anywho, now Naruto is born, of course. Kushina is still the Nine Tails Jinchuriki here, and nothing changed about her. And of course, Obito extracts the Nine Tails, and Minato in the end actually has to use the Reaper Death Seal. And the only reason he sealed half of it inside himself and half of it inside Naruto, and not instead of not in Shisui, that is because of Shisui, because he knew if the Nine Tails is inside a person, people would hate it just as a default option. That you can't not hate the Nine Tails, and he doesn't want both his sons to be hated, and he wants one to be actually liked, adored by others, because he's actually a prodigy. He actually took Minato's genes. Shisui is still like the normal Shisui. He still has the Kotomatsu Kami and everything. But anywho, Naruto is still that knuckle-headed ninja, but here he won't be the knuckle-headed ninja, because Shisui is his older brother, and he taught him manners here. It's not like Naruto didn't have a role model. Shisui has always been his role model. Everyone hates him, but not Shisui. They pretty much love Shisui, and Shisui is just told that he's actually a relative of Naruto, just because of the Namikaze heritage that Naruto has. But he's still an Uzumaki. People don't really know Shisui's parents. Well, they actually knew Shisui's parents. They don't know Naruto's parents. That's what I meant. Sorry guys, I kind of messed up the script. Anywho, Naruto is now born, and he's hated from everyone. Shisui is actually in missions. He's still older, and he still works as an Anbu. Then he works for the Hokage in secret. He's basically a double spy, where he works for Danzo and the Hokage at the same time. And Danzo still wants his eyes, but this time, right before Shisui actually died. Well, it was a bit before Naruto started the academy. And just saying, Naruto has learned a lot of things. His chakra control is way better. He's never really awakened the Mangekyo Sharingan or the Sharingan, but he will, because his brother suddenly disappeared, and he never really got any information about it. But once he heard that his brother actually got murdered, his Sharingan awakened. No one really knew. He heard it at his home. The Hokage knew about Minato's and Shisui's heritage and what clan they're really from, and that Shisui, Naruto, Minato is half Namikaze and half is half Itachi, half Namikaze and half Uchiha, while Shisui is half Uzumaki and quarter Namikaze and quarter Uchiha. Even the quarter Uchiha is more than enough for him to actually awaken the Monkey Sharingan and the Sharingan. Anywho, Naruto awakens the Sharingan. It's only one Tomoe, because this was Naruto's really not the strongest, but once he enters the academy, he will be considered as the strongest, but he will hide his power because he doesn't want to really show anything to anyone, because everyone thinks he is weak, everyone thinks he's really stupid, he's nothing but a pest and everything. But Naruto will prove them wrong when the time is right, and right now he doesn't believe that the time is right for him to show off his true strength and everything, but he is keeping it a secret just for the reason because he wants to surprise everyone in an important event or something. Anywho, Naruto for the next 4 years is actually pretty much hated by everyone. He never really had friends as a kid, to be honest. Not even Tsuki was really his friend. Tsuki was actually hated by her clan. Even Hinata is a bit like Neji here, because and she thinks that destiny is everything, blah blah blah. Even Neji thinks that, and they both kind of gang up on Tsuki, and Tsuki is always left alone, and she's always pretty much bullied by her two siblings, but she doesn't really care. She still loves them with all her heart, and She keeps doing her best in training and everything, school, studies. Something that she's really good at is studying. Something that Hinata is really good at, but not as good as Tsuki, which kind of pisses off Hinata. And whenever Hinata and Tsuki are training together, she goes extra hard on her, just to show her that who's dominant and who's not. And of course Tsuki is really sad about this, because Tsuki's finally good at something, and now her well, Tsuki's actually younger, and her older sister is now bullying her over her being good at something in her life. Anywho, uh, Naruto actually really never had any friends either, same as Tsuki, even though Naruto wanted to make friends. And here Shikamaru and Choji are a bit more hesitant, but in the end, after a year or so, after seeing how Naruto is, they actually start socializing with him. Naruto's really happy about this, because not everyone hates him. And yeah, so anywho, Naruto made 2 new friends, but then one day Naruto was actually late. Well, he had to stay back a bit because he never really tried in school, because after his brother's death, and just saying, the Uchiha massacre still happened, nothing really happened to Tsuki because she doesn't have the Rinnegan Sharingan. But Naruto was actually held back, and he never really noticed anyone, even though he was at the back with her. He never really noticed her because she always blended in with the shadows. And Tsuki will have white hair, just saying. Blended in with the shadows, has white hair. TKOW logic, the King of Weebs logic. Anywho, Naruto then actually is about to leave now, because he finished all his work. He's gonna give it to Iruka Sensei, until he saw someone at the back, all alone, and she was actually crying. And Naruto's like, "Hey, Tsuki, right?" Then Tsuki looks up. Her eyes were really watery, and he's like, "Why are you crying? Did something happen? Are you hurt?" And basically, Naruto is a bit like hesitant at first to talk to her, because he's not really used to talking to others that he doesn't really know as friends. But he asks her why she was crying, and Tsuki replies by saying that I've been bullied by my own sister and cousin, and I'm not that strong compared to them. And Naruto's like, "Wait, why would they bully you?" And basically, and especially to do with strength, that shouldn't happen. And she's your sister, why? And then she's like, "Oh, well, I'm part of the Hugo clan, so we have to fight each other to see who's the strongest, and I always lose against the 2 of them. They're way better than me, and they always bully me for being weak." And then Naruto's like, "Really? You're not a Hugo, and who's your cousin?" And then she replies by saying, Neji Hugo, he's a year ahead of us." And then Naruto's like, "And this is really unfair." And then Naruto then asks, "Don't you have any friends though? You seem like a pretty cute girl. I don't see why you wouldn't have any friends." And then Tsuki kind of blushed, and she's like, "Cute?" And basically Naruto's like, "Yeah, of course, look at you." And basically Tsuki kind of smiled, and she was really happy that she finally got a friend. And a boy actually called her cute. She always used to think she was a monster because of her eyes. Some people used to say that. And now that someone actually called her cute, Tsuki was really happy. And Naruto, then she said, "No, I don't really have any friends. I've never really made any. No one really wants to be my friend anyway." And Naruto's like, "How about you be my friend then? I mean, I'm more than willing to be your friend. Especially with a cute girl like you. Don't see why I don't want to be a friend with you." Anywho, then Tsuki says, "Really?" And of course Naruto means it. He's not that peak. And of course Tsuki was really happy about this. But Naruto now had to go, and Tsuki really didn't want to go home. today was her day off from training with Hinata and Neji, but she still didn't want to go home because she knew she was going to get bullied and everything. And she asks if he wants to hang out with her, and Naruto says, yeah, sure, why not, I really don't have anything to do today. And Tsuki and Naruto go out, not on a date, don't get your hopes up. Anywho, and just saying, one thing that I will do is stop using Tsuki and do different ships from now on. I'm not going to say which ones. I'm probably going to be 3 different ones that I haven't done on the channel. Anywho, we continue. A few days have passed. Tsuki is now smiling a lot more. Naruto has been noticing this and is happy for her because he finally can see that Tsuki's happy, and her expressions have gone from gloomy and sad and shy from a bit happier, even though she's still shy and she really doesn't want to talk to others. She still made friends with Shikamaru and Choji, even though she's not used to making friends with new people unless they come up to her first. So that was like a bit more like Naruto, just that he was just not used to making any friends. Anywho, Naruto and Tsuki become real good friends for the next 3 years. They actually help each other in training, studies. Naruto's not the best. He's not a prodigy, same as Tsuki. Both of them are really not the best. They're not prodigies or anything. They're actually pretty weak compared to the others. Well, their potential is actually really lower. No, the potential is really high, pretty much higher than anyone in there. But for now, the Naruto is actually the strongest in the academy because of the Sharingan. And just saying, over these 3 years, these 4 years in fact, because he got it when he was 8, he actually unlocked the 3 Tomoe Sharingan by now. And of course here, unfortunately, we have to replace Kiba, Hokage Kiba. I'm sorry, but you have to be replaced for this what if. Anyways, even though Hokage Kiba can't be in this what if, it's fine. We still have Hokage Naruto to replace him. Well, nah, Hokage Tsuki to replace him. Anywho, Team 7 will kinda change. It's going to be, well, only one person will be changed. It's actually Sakura. A lot of you might be really happy about this. Sakura Haruno shall be replaced by Tsuki Hyuga. I was going to put Tsuki and Hinata in the same team to improve their relationship, but I realized it's not needed. It really isn't. Anywho, Tsuki, Naruto, and Sasuke are put in the same team, and Sasuke was there, and of course I have to get the 2 knuckleheads, the 2 idiots, because Tsuki and Naruto, well, Tsuki really wasn't at the bottom of the class, but for a Hyuga to be this weak, it's actually really embarrassing. But there's something that Tsuki hasn't been telling anyone or showing anyone. It's that she's actually gotten much stronger over these 3 years after meeting Naruto and becoming friends with him. She's actually trained way harder, and she's learned more things from Naruto than her own father and her own siblings. Anywho, now that Tsuki is in Team 7, Sasuke was there. She got brains, but she got no power. Well, this guy has no power or brains. Why do I have these 2 in my team? God damn it. Anywho, Sakura was really pissed that she couldn't be in a team with Sasuke. She hated Naruto because he always was really cocky, especially when he came to Sasuke. Sasuke was always at the top of the class, but he's not. He's just getting lucky, and basically he only did that because he thought that Sasuke was getting a bit too over his head for being at the top of the class and all the girls liking him, even though he doesn't care about the girls. Yeah, you see guys, I learned how to say girls. Well, I always knew how to say, of course. Anywho, Naruto is now like, alright, this team is pretty good. We have Tsuki, that's pretty much all I care about. I mean, Sasuke is pretty useless here. Well, That's what he thinks. Sasuke is not really useless. He knows that Sasuke is an Uchiha just like him, and he shouldn't be hating on Sasuke because they're fellow siblings basically. Well, not siblings, they're from the same clan basically. They have the same ancestors. Anyways, Naruto doesn't really hate anyone. Even Sasuke, he just feels that Sasuke gets a bit too over his head, but it doesn't matter in this wife. Anywho, Team 7 waits long enough, and just saying Naruto doesn't know. Naruto has learned a few techniques from Shisui, like the body flicker, the shadow clone jutsu. Yes, Shisui knew that. The Rasengan, remember Shisui is a prodigy, the son of Minato, something that Naruto would learn. Shisui actually left a scroll, and if you get, I'm not sure if you guys would like this, but I will still do it because I would want this to happen. Naruto will have the flying Raiji, not straight away from just graduating after the academy, but he has the scroll for it. Shisui actually wrote it down before he actually died. The day before, he was actually writing scrolls for Naruto to learn because Naruto just started the academy. Anywho, well, he was about to start the academy, and Naruto has only learned the Rasengan. Remember, he's not a prodigy, and like in the original, Naruto was always a prodigy. It's just that he's never really had the resources to become, well, fulfill his role as a prodigy. But anywho, that doesn't matter here. Naruto's still a hard worker, and over these 3 years, he's actually learned the Rasengan, and he's actually perfecting it because the Rasengan is an imperfect jutsu. Shisui has been told this by Minato himself, and Shisui wrote this down in the scroll that there is a way to improve the Rasengan, make it stronger, to add the chakra nature to it, and add chakra transformation to it, which will increase the strength of the Rasengan and the precision and everything about it. Anywho, Naruto is going to learn that not soon, in a few years in fact, because Naruto is now focusing mostly on the flying Raijin, and he's still learning it. He's nowhere near it. He hasn't even mastered the first step. I'll say that there are multiple steps, 7 steps. I'm not gonna mention them. I'm just making that one up. Anywho, and there are 7 steps, and Naruto's not even mastered the first one, so he can't even go to the second one yet. He tried mastering the first one for the past 3 years, even though he's mastering the Rasengan at the same time, but he realized that he needs to have time for each one, and he can't do all of them at once. Anywho, Naruto and Team 7 are waiting. Well, Team 7 is waiting for the sensei to arrive, and of course, the sensei is actually Kakashi, because they know that the Hiruzen knows that Naruto is an Uchiha, but he doesn't really know that Naruto can use the thing Sharingan, but he puts him in the same team as Sasuke. Sasuke doesn't know how to use the Sharingan. Naruto has the free Tomoe Sharingan, so it's pretty much, there is a pretty big power gap. And I'm not going to say anything about Tsuki, about her abilities or anything. Not saying that she's weak or anything, because she isn't. She has been training with Naruto, Shikamaru, and Choji. Choji and Shikamaru are actually exponentially stronger in this wave, because Naruto has helped them train quite a bit, in fact. Anywho, now that that's done, Team 7 meets Kakashi, and Kakashi takes them to the roof. They introduce themselves, and he tells them about the bell test the next morning. Well, about the next morning having to meet up here for an exam, the true exam that they have to become a true Genin. And of course, they weren't expecting it. Not even Naruto. Naruto knows a bit more than other Genin about the things that they do in the academy, because Shisui has told him in the past, before Naruto actually joined the academy. Anywho, now that Naruto has been told, he is getting ready for the next morning. He's been told that he shouldn't eat, but Naruto really was skeptical about that bit. He wasn't really skeptical about the another exam, because the years have passed since his brother did the exam in the academy. After him passing, he just got onto a team and started missions, but it's different now. That's what he thinks, but it's not. It's just, it depends on the teacher, on the sensei. Anywho, Naruto was skeptical about the eating bit, because he's never heard of having to do an exam, or someone telling him not to eat. And plus, as a ninja, you cannot go into a fight without being prepared. You can't go malnutrition. You know what that means, right? When you're not having your 5 a day, guys, come on, you should have your 5 a days every day of the week. It's called 5 a days for a reason. Motivational speaker out here. Anywho, Naruto is now ready for his exam in this morning, and he got everything ready. He even has a few smoke bombs and everything, and he goes off. He actually ate and has a bit of food in his backpack. To be honest, his backpack is full of food. Tsuki actually listened, because remember, Tsuki listens to the rules. Naruto really doesn't, even though, remember, Naruto's knuckle-headed. Since Shisui is not here to look after him anymore, he really doesn't have anything else to do. Except for being knuckle-headed. I'm joking. But Naruto is like this because he wants to be, and that's just his nature. Anywho, now that that's done, we skip to the bell test. And just saying, Naruto gave the food to his teammates right before Kakashi arrived. And now that Kakashi arrived, he sees that they're not hungry at all. And he realizes that Naruto is probably the one who fed them, because it seems that Naruto is the one to have some brains in this team. He from what he's heard from the other day, Sasuke is just a guy that wants revenge. Tsuki is just a shy girl, and Naruto has some brains. Their dreams stay the same, but Naruto says that he wants to become strong, and he's going to train and do his best to become stronger, because he knows how strong all the Hokage were, and he wants to become as good as his brother was, Shisui Uchiha. Well, Shisui Uzumaki. He wasn't really his brother, but someone that took care of him. But Kakashi knows the truth that Shisui was actually his brother, but it is what it is. Naruto is now going to the training ground, and he's talking to Tsuki, and Tsuki's like, I'm not sure if I could do this, and Naruto's like, believe in yourself, Tsuki, don't downgrade yourself like that, you're way stronger than what you think you are, you shouldn't be scared, this is an easier exam, come on, we're just getting, it won't be too hard. Anywho, the Kakashi explains the bell test, and Tsuki points out that there's only 2 bells, and Kakashi is like, exactly, only 2 of you will be passing, and this worries Tsuki, because Tsuki really doesn't want to go back to the academy because of her father because her father will punish her, and Tsuki's getting worried now, and she's going to try her best to win, to take one of the bells so she doesn't return to the academy. But then once they all 3 of them scatter, Naruto tells Tsuki that not to worry, there must be a catch behind this. I've never heard of a team with only 3 members. There's all Genin teams should have 3 Genin and 1 Jonin team leader. There's no way there's only 2 Genin and 1 Jonin team leader. This is all fake. He's just trying to trick you and make you get worried. There must be a catch to this. And then Naruto actually makes a few clones and goes to fight him, and it's actually kind of hard. Well, not kinda, it's really hard. Naruto had no chance from the beginning, and in the end, all his clones get annihilated. And of course, Kakashi's like, his taijutsu wasn't too bad, but his teamwork is really bad. He's not working with his team. And Naruto, after a while, after doing a few more shadow clones, he realized that him alone cannot beat Kakashi. Then he added 1 + 1 + 1, which was 3, which is all 3 of them working together to actually beat Kakashi, because it's impossible to beat him alone. As he saw, he even used most of his shadow clones, and sometimes they work together, sometimes they're just going their way, but whenever they work together, they actually got much further in getting Kakashi's bells. And Naruto now realized that this is all about teamwork, and he actually went to Tsuki and told Tsuki that this is all about teamwork and they have to work together to pass. Even if they don't get the bells, it's fine. There's no way 3 Genin could beat a Jonin like him, especially Kakashi. He has a reputation, and just saying, Naruto has heard Kakashi's reputation, and yeah. So Naruto understood the meaning of this test, and and he actually went to Sasuke with Tsuki and explained this to Sasuke too. Sasuke was pretty well, he wasn't really trusting Naruto, but then Naruto said, Sasuke, this is our only way. You clearly saw me fight Kakashi alone, and I really made no progress, even multiple times with my clones. There was no way of me beating Kakashi. And then Sasuke just says, oh no, that's only because you're weak, Naruto. It's not that Kakashi's too strong. And Naruto's like, oh really? So you want to go alone? Gone. We'll just watch it from here. And then once you're done, we'll go get the bells on our own, okay? And then Sasuke's like, God damn you. Okay, I'll trust you on this one. But if this doesn't work, you shall receive punishment. I'm joking. He says there will be serious consequences. And Naruto's like, alright then. The plan is that I'll distract him, and then Sasuke, once you find an opening, you come in, and then Tsuki, once we distract him together, you come in and use your 64 palms that you've learnt over this time and block his chakra points. Then we'll take the bells away from him. Understood? And then Tsuki says, yes, I understand, let's do this. And basically Naruto goes in first and actually puts up a real good fight, but Naruto then really has to try. And what he does is that he throws smoke bombs, and basically he activates his Sharingan and starts fighting. Just saying, Naruto has blue eyes and the Sharingan, so he doesn't have black eyes like a normal Uchiha. Anywho, Naruto is now in his Sharingan form. I'm joking. He activated his Sharingan, and he has both Sharingans. Just saying, if you guys didn't know, I'm pretty sure it's simple. It's explanatory. Anywho, Naruto is using his Sharingan to see through the smoke, and it's working. And in the end, Kakashi is actually pushed out the smoke. He's actually kicked in the gut, and he got blown away from Naruto and the smoke. And this is when Sasuke decided to come in with a fireball jutsu, which Naruto knows as well. Just saying, all Uchihas pretty much have fire release as a default. Anywho, the Uchiha to OP. Just saying, Naruto is now fighting in synchrony. I think that's the word. Well, he's fighting together with Sasuke. At first they got in each other's way, but then they started actually fighting together really well, in fact. And it's working. And then Tsuki actually saw an opening, and what she did is that she came close to Kakashi, and she actually used the 64 palms, and she was only able to do 12 of them. She went from 2 to 4, and then to 6. Well, no, sorry. She went from 2 to 4, and then she was about to do 8, but Kakashi stopped it after another 2, and only 12 of his chakra points was blocked, and Tsuki failed. But this was enough for Naruto to actually take both bells and throw them both to Tsuki and Sasuke, who are about to kinda get annihilated by Kakashi. Anywho, Naruto then says, "Hey Kakashi Sensei, we took the bells and we worked as a team. Isn't that more than enough to pass the exam?" And then Kakashi's like, huh? And Naruto's like, do you think we're that naive? We figured out your plan a long time ago when I was fighting you with my clones. There was no way of us beating you individually. And Kakashi's like, interesting. So who came up with this plan? And then Tsuki's like, it was Naruto. He came up with the plan. And then Naruto's like, I might have came up with the plan, but if you guys weren't there, I wasn't going to be able to get anywhere. And then Kakashi compliments all 3 of them for their skills and teamwork. And of course they passed the test, and tomorrow they will begin their true ninja life, and they will start doing missions as a team. Of course, Naruto is really stoked about this, but he doesn't show it too much. Tsuki is really happy that she won't get beaten by her father, because she actually passed the exam and she won't go back to the academy. And then Naruto says, "Hey Tsuki, wanna go out?" And Tsuki's like, "Huh? Out?" And basically Naruto's like, "I meant to get ramen." And Tsuki's like, oh yeah, yes, let's go. And basically Tsuki was really disappointed after he said, I'm in to go get ramen. And she was really hoping for a date, Tsuki and Naruto shipped. I'm joking. I really would like to do a different ship, but this one really just worked out. And I really wanted to make Tsuki a different character now, not an Uchiha. And I thought that this would be the best choice since Naruto's an Uchiha here. Anywho, now that Naruto and Tsuki passed, they actually go celebrate with their other friends, which is actually Ino. She's in this friend group, same as Sakura, even though she hates Tsuki for being in Sasuke's team. Sakura, Ino, Tsuki, and Shino, and Shikamaru, and Choji, and Naruto go out. They all have ramen, but then they have to go home. Anywho, the next day, Naruto wakes up and goes and picks up Tsuki. Tsuki actually walks out, and then Hinata walks out, and she sees Tsuki with Naruto, and then she's like, Tsuki, why are you hanging out with this kid? And then Naruto's like, you know we're the same age, right? And Hinata's like, don't get that tone with me. Do you know who I am? And then Naruto says, yes, you're a ninja weaker than Tsuki, that's who you are. And Hinata got pissed off at this, and she's like, what did you just say to me? And Naruto's like, you think too much of yourself. You're not all that, And then Hinata's like, oh really? You want to start a fight here? And Naruto's like, are you sure your father will allow it? And then Hinata lets him go and says, damn you. If I get my hands on you, you will die. I'm telling you. And then Naruto's like, is that a threat? And Tsuki then says, please, elder sister, please stop. And did I say, wait, I'm not sure if I said if Tsuki is the younger one. I'm pretty sure I did, but Tsuki is the younger one. If I had said she's the older one, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. Anywho, then Hinata was like, you stay out of this, Tsuki. Why should a weakling like you talk? And then Naruto was like, listen, you're not the strongest out of your family, you know that, right? Tsuki is way stronger than you. Anyways, and then Tsuki's like, please Naruto, we have to go. Kakashi sensei will get angry. And then Naruto's like, he's probably going to be late anyway. There's no point of going early. And then Tsuki's like, please Naruto, there's no point of fighting. And she really don't want to get in trouble from her father, but she really liked that Naruto would actually protect her, and she was really happy. Anywho, now that Hinata's pretty pissed at Naruto, she will beat Tsuki. Tsuki has a toxic relationship at home. She gets beaten by her father, her sister, her younger sister too sometimes, for being weak. No, I'm joking. Her younger sister likes her better than Hinata, because she's much more kinder. She's kinder, and she's really hard working. Hanabi has seen her sister work really hard over these years, but she's always getting treated badly, so she never really gets a chance. Anyways, Naruto and Tsuki leave, and Hinata's like, leaving already? Are you scared now, aren't you? And basically Naruto's like, if you really want to fight, we can do this after. Understood? And then Tsuki is like, no Naruto, let's go please. And Naruto's like, oh yeah, sorry. And basically Hinata then left too, because she couldn't be asked at this point. And then Naruto's like, just who does she think she is, treating you like that? You're not trash, Tsuki, you need to get stronger. You need to protect yourself. You shouldn't let everyone push you around. Understood? And then Tsuki's like, I'll try my best. I'm sorry. And Naruto's like, there's no point. There's no need to apologize. It's only the first time. And then Tsuki knows, it's the first time Naruto protecting Tsuki, but it's not the first time this happening to Tsuki. And Naruto must know this. He does know this, but he only says it's only the first time, just to keep a bit motivated to get stronger. Anyway, Naruto is now in his mission with Tsuki. Tsuki's actually using her Byakugan to find the cat, and then after she used her Byakugan, she found it, and she told Naruto, and Naruto actually went to scare the cat. And then once he scared him, Sasuke actually came in and actually wrapped her around with his wires. Yes, Sasuke carries wires. It's actually a ninja tool, if you guys didn't know. Sasuke has used them before against Orochimaru as well. Anywho, now that they're finished with their mission, Naruto wants another one, but Kakashi says that's enough for one day. And Naruto's like, what? It was only one though. It's not fair. And then Kakashi's like, everyone gets one a day, understood? Only only Jonins or Chunins get more than one. Genins should only get one, or they'll get over. They will get really tired soon, especially you lot. It's your first ever mission. You shouldn't be greedy, Naruto. And Naruto's like, but I want to get stronger. I want to become Hokage. And basically, Kakashi says, I understand you want to become Hokage, but being Hokage doesn't mean overworking yourself. Understood? You need your rest. And Naruto's like, but what if I'm already rested? And then Kakashi's like, Naruto, please. And Kakashi's only doing this because he wants to go read his book. And Naruto kinda knows that. He's like, that damn book. I really want to rip that part. Anywho, Naruto is now going home. Tsuki is actually going with him. And Naruto's like, you want to come to my house? And Tsuki's like, I really don't want to go back home. After what happened, I feel like I'm going to get beaten again. And Naruto's like, don't worry. You can come to my house. It's fine. I don't mind. And, I mean, I live alone anyway. Tsuki's like, wait, what? And Tsuki really didn't know much about Naruto. Well, Naruto's family or anything. Naruto really doesn't know much about his family either. All he knows is that he had an older brother, an amazing one to be honest, and he died. And then Naruto tells him that him and his brother were actually orphaned as kids, and his brother always took care of him. And then Tsuki's like, oh, I'm really sorry. And then Naruto's like, it's fine. You have an abusive relationship with your family. I'm lucky to not even have one. Well, I'm not really. Well, that's not what he means. He means that he's lucky to not have a toxic relationship with his family. His brothers always treated him well, and while Tsuki has always been treated badly. Anywho, Naruto now goes home with Tsuki. Naruto allows Tsuki to shower at his home, and just saying, Tsuki does have a change of clothes. Anywho, let's not talk about that. The next day arrives and they do another mission, they complete it, and this goes on for a full month. And Tsuki gets a lot of confidence because she's been completing a lot of missions and she's being a real big role in those missions. And Naruto can see that Tsuki's confidence has been boosted, and he's really happy for her because now Tsuki's not as shy, she's not as defenseless, she's actually a bit stronger. These missions, this experience has helped her quite a bit. And now it's actually starting to work, and she's more confident. She's not getting abused as much because she's showing a bit more of her strength to her father, and her father's kind of proud that she's getting stronger, but at the same time disappointed that she's only showing progress now after becoming a Genin. He's actually confused on how she became a Genin in the first place, but it's slowly, okay, baby steps. A baby does not start running straight away. Starts with small steps, continues, keeps going until he starts running, or she starts running. Anyway, a month passes and Naruto gets really bored of these missions. Sasuke's been bored of these missions from the first day, and now Sasuke and Naruto complain to the Hokage and ask for a higher ranked mission. Tsuki was like, the Hokage actually asked Tsuki, do you want a higher ranked mission, Tsuki? And Tsuki's like, I'm okay with any mission as long as I can go with my teammates and Kakashi sensei. And then Hiruzen says, Kakashi, do you think they're ready yet? And then Kakashi's like, yes, they're all really skilled and they've gained a lot of experience over this 1 month, and I can see that they're improving. I believe they could do an export mission by now, or any C rank mission, to be honest. And the Hokage is like, alright then, since your sensei is saying you guys are strong enough to do a C ranked mission now, I shall give you one. But if you fail, you will be given D rank missions again for another month, and then you can do it again. Understood? But remember, failure is not an option here. We're ninjas, understood? And Naruto, well, Team 7 says yes, sir. Anywho, Tsuki's really shy here. Remember, she's not a prodigy or anything. She's actually not grown way too strong, and she's not the strongest in her team. She's actually the weakest. Sasuke has actually awakened the Sharingan and surpassed Tsuki in power. But Tsuki has more brains and a bit more experience because she's been training with Naruto, and Naruto, well, not experience. How can I say this? Just a bit more finesse. And her taijutsu, she's a taijutsu specialist. Her taijutsu is way better than Sasuke's. Not better than Naruto's. Naruto's just too strong, too overpowered. Anywho, Tsuki really doesn't want to be stronger than Naruto. She respects Naruto, and she thinks that Naruto should be the strongest out of them. But Naruto always tells her to go beyond and never give up. Anywho, Naruto, Tsuki, and Sasuke get ready for their next mission, their first ever C rank mission. And just saying, they still do meet Tazuna. Tazuna just makes a joke about Tsuki, saying that a monster like her will be transporting me. Are you guys okay? A monster like her? Like, do you think that I'm some kind of animal? And then basically Naruto gets really pissed off at him. He says, "Who do you think you are, old man? All you do is drink, and you think you can disrespect Tsuki like that? Tsuki could kill you in less than 10 seconds. No, not even that. She could kill you before you could even blink. So don't mess with her, and you stay quiet. Remember, we're the ones exporting you. If you don't want our help, you can go on your own." And then basically Naruto actually got a kunai out and says, "Do you understand?" And basically as soon as he says that, Tsuki says, "Naruto, please stop. There's no point. It's fine. I'm sure he means well." And then Naruto's like, "Tsuki, he just called you a monster. You need to fight back. You can't always be like this, understand?" And then Tsuki's like, "Naruto, please. There's no need." And basically he's like, "Tsuki, you don't understand." Anywho, whatever. He says, "Okay, whatever. I'll let you go for this time, but next time if you do anything like this, I will kill you, understood?" And he's giving up a bit of bloodlust. Anywho, just saying, if someone's wondering what happened in the bell test, how Naruto was using his Sharingan, he only used it in the smoke, and he deactivated it once he got out of the smoke. If you guys, if I didn't mention that, I just realized. I'm sorry for confusing you guys, but it is what it is. Anywho, Naruto is now getting ready, and he's thinking to how to help Tsuki get better and less shy, because Tsuki's weaknesses are pretty visible. She's shy, and that is a big weakness for her. She never fights back whenever someone is rude to her, or bullies her, or anything, says anything bad to her, or they try to downgrade her, or just basically be rude to her. And Naruto can see that, and he's always like, "Oh, how can Tsuki get better? I need to help her. She's not gonna improve on her own, is she?" And that's only because Naruto knows what happens in her home, and he can't really do anything. It's not that he has any proof. Well, he knows that it happens, but he can't really do anything, especially because he thinks Hayashi is way stronger than him, and he is, of course. Anyways, Naruto still wants to find a way to help Tsuki, and spends pretty much the whole day thinking. And what he does he does come to a conclusion, and the only way to help Tsuki is to get her away from her toxic family. Naruto then actually goes at night and knocks on Tsuki's window. Naruto knows which room is Tsuki's. He actually sneaked up once. Anywho, Tsuki wakes up and opens the door and says, "Naruto, what are you doing? Remember last time father caught you? You don't want to get shouted at again, do you?" And Tsuki actually got beaten, but she didn't really care. She was actually more scared for her friend, Naruto, that maybe Hayashi would go to him and hurt him. But Naruto is here for a different reason, and says, "Hey Tsuki, I found a way for you to get over your weaknesses. And Tsuki's like, wait, what? You're going to help me? Are you sure, Naruto? And then Naruto's like, of course I'm sure. You're my friend. You're my best friend. And basically Tsuki's like, okay, what can I do? And then Naruto's like, all you have to do is run away. And Tsuki's like, huh? Wait, what? And then Naruto explains further, saying that staying in this home is bad. It will just influence her, and it will keep down. Well, it will always keep her down. It will never allow her to live freely, be yourself. And Naruto says, get your stuff ready. You can live at my house from now on. It's fine. I don't care about these lot. And then Tsuki's like, no, Naruto, please, no. There's no need to help me. I can handle this on my own. And Naruto says, you have no choice. I'm forcing you, okay? I'm kidnapping you. Alright, understood? Now get your stuff ready. And then basically, Tsuki really has no chance against Naruto because she really doesn't want to fight back. She's not the type to fight back anyway. So she just says okay, she approves, and she gets her stuff ready and goes to Naruto's home. Anywho, Tsuki is now at Naruto's home, and she's really excited that she ran away from home. It's her first time doing anything against her father's will. Well, she did before, but it wasn't as bad as this, and she's really happy that she's with Naruto, not with anyone else. And Naruto basically says, okay, you can take the bed, I'll sleep on the ground. And okay, Tsuki, and Tsuki's like, no, it's fine, you can sleep on the bed, it's your bed after all. And Naruto's like, it's fine, Tsuki, just sleep on the bed. And Tsuki's like, no, I can't, it's your bed. And Tsuki really doesn't want to take Naruto's bed. And then Naruto's like, alright then, if you want to be like that, we can share it. And Tsuki's like, wait, what? And Naruto's like, alright, quickly, come on, it's getting late, we have a mission tomorrow. It's our first C rank mission. And Naruto's really nervous here. And basically, he's never slept with any girl. Well, nope. He's never slept next to any women, any girl. And this is his first time. He's sweating, and he's anxious, nervous on if he will do anything bad, or if he did anything bad to weird her out. But Tsuki, accepts the offer, and she goes next to him, and they both fall asleep. Naruto, the next morning, wakes up to see that Tsuki's still asleep, and what he does is that he sees her, and she thinks she's really nice, and he wants to, well, I'm not gonna say what he wants to do, but still, and not anything asshole. He just wants to pet her, but he realizes this could be considered as harassment, so he's like, nope, I can't pet her. Anywho, he wakes up, brushes his teeth, gets ready, and then tells Tsuki, hey Tsuki, it's time, and we only have an hour to get ready. I think you should go. I just had a shower, you can go too. And Tsuki then wakes up and says, oh, okay, thank you. And she goes shower, then they both get ready. Well, Naruto's already ready. He's just getting breakfast ready, and Tsuki was like, oh, you can cook? And Naruto's like, yeah, of course, my brother taught me. And how about you, Tsuki? And Tsuki's like, yeah, I do, but no one really likes my cooking. And Naruto's like, really? Once we get back from our mission, you cook for me, okay? And Tsuki's like, are you sure? And Naruto's like, you gotta return the favor, won't you? And Tsuki's like, yes, of course. Anywho, they go out, and why is this turning into a slice of life? Anywho, they go out, and now the first mission begins. They're walking, and Tsuki this time is actually on guard. Well, she's always on guard. It's just that she's extra on guard. Anywho, Tsuki notices the puddle and says, hey, there's a puddle. And basically everyone else says, yes, we've noticed too. Thank you for alerting us anyways. And Tsuki's like, oh, of course they would know, they're way stronger than me. And Naruto's like, hey Tsuki, you did a good thing. If I and Naruto is trying to console her, because he knows that she will downgrade herself, because she thought that she just wasted their time by telling him. Anywho, the demon brothers appear, and Tsuki this time, to actually make up for her just saying unnecessary information, is the first one actually pretty freaking fast using body flicker. Yes, Naruto has taught her that, and she's actually been training quite a bit in the body flicker, and she's gotten pretty good. Not as good as Naruto, of course, but she body flickers towards one of them, and she's actually able to catch him off guard and punch him right in the chakra point, which actually knocked him out. And the other one actually was about to cut Tsuki's head off, but Naruto, well, both Naruto and Kakashi, well, even Sasuke came. Sasuke was a bit slower than both of them. Kakashi actually held Naruto actually arrived and actually broke his arm. He came first and actually broke his arm. Kakashi came second and he was about to hold the kunai to his neck, but he was already to the ground by the time he arrived, and Sasuke was there. What the hell? How this so fast? And Naruto's like, don't you dare. Tell me. Why are you here? Who do you want? And who sent you? Tell me right now. You have 10 seconds. And then the demon brother said, I won't tell you anything. And Naruto then said, so you wanna die? Do you now? And he let out a ton of bloodlust, which just came from him seeing the demon brother trying to attack Tsuki. And then the demon brother said like, I'm sorry, please spare me and my brother. We've been sent by Gato. We're here for the bridge builder, and because we need his head. And then Naruto's like, is it? Wait, what rank are they, Kakashi sensei? And Kakashi confirms that they're Chunin rank, and Naruto's like, why would Chunin be? Why would Chunins be after a bridge builder? This is a C rank mission, right? And Kakashi said, wait, Tazuna, tell us the truth. Is this a D rank? Is this a C rank mission? Tazuna then explains that he couldn't afford a high rank mission, so he asked for a C rank mission, and he needs the money to actually get the material to build the bridge. He's really sorry, but please help him. And then Kakashi's like, we can help you, but please get a different mission. We need different ninjas for you to accompany you. This is just a team of Ganin. We cannot put them in danger like this. And Tazuna's like, I'm so sorry, please forgive me. And then Kakashi's like, it's fine, but you should have told us earlier. And then Naruto's like, wait, no, look, me and Tsuki, even Sasuke was could have took care of them. Sasuke is actually really strong. We took care of 2 Chunin rank ninjas on our own without even your help. So aren't we strong enough? And then Kakashi's like, true, but I cannot endanger my team like this. It's too dangerous. We shall go back to the village now. And then Naruto's like, come on, Kakashi sensei. And basically he's like, Naruto, you do not understand. This mission's too dangerous for us. Well, for you lot. And then Naruto's like, Kakashi sensei, come on, look. The bridge builder doesn't have much time, does he? And plus, what if Gato finds out and then he sends even higher ranked ninjas? What if he only sent Chunin ranks? And what if he sends Jonins? And then Kakashi's like, alright, you've convinced me, but if any Jonin rank shinobi was to attack us, you guys all stand back and I'll fight. If not, we can continue this mission, alright? Well, if not, you guys can fight too, alright? And Naruto was really stoked about this. He's like, alright, let's do this, guys. And Tsuki was like, yeah. And Sasuke kind of smiled that finally Naruto did something useful. Well, that's what he thinks in his head, but it's not true. Naruto did a lot of things that were useful, but he thinks that this is the first thing Naruto was useful for, and he's pretty happy he's continuing his C ranked mission, and he's happy that this turned into a B ranked mission. So he's done even he's already in a B ranked mission, which means that he's ready for it, and he's actually getting much stronger at a really fast at a really fast rate, not state. Anywho, they could keep going until a thick mist covers them, surrounds them, and they're confused on what's going on. And then Naruto feels something, and Tsuki's actually activated her Byakugan, and Naruto threw a kunai towards a bush, and Tsuki sees it was just a white rabbit, and then Naruto's like, wait, white rabbit, hold up, we're in the middle of spring, about to be summer, what's the white rabbit doing here? And then Kakashi's like, everyone duck down, and they all duck down. Kakashi actually makes Tazuna duck down with him, and basically a sword goes past them, gives them a little trim. I'm joking. Anywho, he goes flying past them, and then he actually cuts a few trees. Well, not a few trees, he just gets stuck on a tree. Well, not on a tree, just in the middle of the trunk. He cuts a bit of it, and then Zabuza actually appears standing on the sword and says, Kakashi of the Sharingan and his 3 little genins, isn't it? Isn't this a bit of a high-ranked mission for just a team of 3 genin and 1 jonin? Don't you think, Tazuna? Or did you lie about the ranking of the mission? And then Naruto's like, so what if we did? We're not as weak as you think we are, Zabuza. And just saying, Naruto has a sword, something that I didn't mention. It's actually a little thing that he has from his brother. And also, something that I forgot to mention is that the other eye that Shisui had, well, is still with Naruto. I mean Itachi, and Naruto will get soon. Well, not soon, in a few years. Anywho, Naruto starts shouting at Zabuza for calling them weak, and Kakashi's like, Naruto, you guys, Naruto, Sasuke, Tsuki, protect Tazuna, I'll fight him. And Naruto's like, wait, what? And then basically Kakashi's like, did you forget our deal? And now Naruto's like, oh yeah, alright. And that's what I'm gonna end off. I hope you all enjoyed it. Please subscribe to Ratreet and Miniman123. Also follow Shokiro on Instagram, follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and join my Discord server. All links are in the description below. Anyway, this was the King of Weebs here. Hope you all take care, stay safe, have an amazing day, night, afternoon. I don't know where you are, but have a nice one, and peace.